beautiful setting. What a beautiful venue. Energy in the room is amazing.
I know, it really is.
I think we're going to have a great day.
You ever have one of those feelings that it's going to be a phenomenal day?
I have that feeling right now. I can feel it deep in my loins, as a matter of fact. All right, we have our first interview of the day.
Yeah.
Get things kicked off here. So real quick, David, if you would just kind of give us your name, who you're with, and what you do.
Okay, my name's Dave Fischel. I'm from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, Canada. And my business is Official Inclusion Consulting. And what I've been doing over the past 4 or 5 years now has been doing drone work in construction areas like road construction, putting in culverts, doing things like replacing bridges, and things like that. So I kind of fell into it from a passion of operating a drone to being in the construction industry when I was working with the Ministry of Highways and Infrastructure in Canada for 37 years, and once retired and got into a couple of different things, and then got into a passion of mine of flying drones. And here I am today doing a lot of work as far as drone videoing, but also surveying, and I'm learning a lot about this through Drone Deploy, and now coming down to the first conference here in Phoenix, in Scottsdale.
Yep.
Well, cool.
So before we get into the meat of it, curling or hockey, which one do you prefer?
Well, I have curled. I've never played hockey, if you can believe that. I'm from Canada, and I don't play hockey.
Yeah. So I'm going to take that as a vote for curling.
I think that's a vote for curling.
All right. So how long have you been doing this?
The drone deploy work, or the drone
work?
Drone work? Since about 2017, 2018.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. And what were you, like a hobby drone operator before you started doing it for more commercial purposes?
Yes, I like the thought of drones. I seen drones back in the early 2000s, and just seeing how it moved up. I remember buying my first drone, no GPS, having to fly it, and just having fun with it. You didn't want any wind because it would blow away, and nothing like we have today.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was 2017. That's really not that long ago.
No.
In the grand scheme of things, and to see how this technology has evolved is unbelievable.
So when did the light bulb go off for you when you realize you can combine your previous life experience and professional experience with something that you just like doing for a hobby?
Well, it was interesting because when I was working for the Ministry of Highways and Infrastructure, I loved the work that I did. And then when I retired, I thought that would be it. And then I got involved with managing some construction jobs through contractors. Contractors had me do some management with them. And I bought a drone, a DJI Mavic Air, and I decided to fly it through our construction zone when we were doing some culvert work and just doing the flight through it. I thought it looked pretty cool, and I gave it to the contractor, and he says, "I like this. I need this. I need this for all my construction zones. Could you fly over them, every couple of weeks or whatever, and do that kind of work along with the management work that you did?" Well, the management work was easier because now he got to see exactly what was happening at his construction sites, and I was able to drone it, doing a passion of mine, being able to do it, learning how to video, which wasn't easy at first. Flying the drone was one thing, but actually videoing flying is different. And I absolutely loved it, and it just it progressed from, well, now that you can do that, can you measure things from up there?
Yeah, that was my next question, is when did you start measuring?
And I said, well, I think I can, just based on, how far the drone is from me and that kind of stuff. And then I heard about Drone Deploy through some people that had used their beta version or whatever, their startup version, free version for a bit. And so I used it, and I was completely impressed with how it would work. I did have to buy a different drone to make it work, but it worked fantastic. Then I started doing that, and the more I started measuring, the more measurements they wanted, and then all of a sudden it becomes how much cubic meters of earth is being moved, and what's the progress, and how are things going, and are we getting paid for the right amount of material we're moving? Even though there's surveyors out there, it was like a second look at everything, and I absolutely loved it. So I kind of moved out of the management side and started doing more of the survey work.
Sure. So like, how many are you working for different contractors then?
Yes.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're adding value to the projects,
right?
Obviously.
Right.
How often typically are you flying these sites? Does it just depend on what the contractor needs and how fast the project is progressing?
Yeah, like some sites I'll do a drone deploy and a flyover before we even start, and then some of them, as the progress of the contract goes, they may want some flights done and some measurements. Others, they just want to see the beginning and the end and see what the difference is, and making sure that they're getting paid for all the stuff that they're doing. And by looking and measuring things, you can do that.
And what value is drone deploy providing to you?
Well, for me, it's been a fantastic way to retire. I mean, I've been, I look at.
Maybe we need to look into this, Sean.
Flying a drone has been a passion of mine, and I retired in 2011 with 37 years with the Ministry of Highways, and then I got into this, around the 2017, 2018, and for me, I get the choice of how much I want to work. Like, for instance, I'm down here right now for two reasons. One, for coming to this drone deploy conference, because I talked to so many people here over the phone, and this drone deploy has been amazing. I mean, I live in Saskatchewan, Canada, northern Saskatchewan. There's a lot of the areas they don't have cell coverage. They don't have, what you might have down here. So a lot of the amenities that you have here for help aren't there. So I'm a one-man band, and I love it. And I don't work winters. I come down for the conference, but I'm actually here for the winter. I'm a snowbird.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm here for. I'm out of the snow.
Yeah. Well, we definitely got to get you out to the curling club then.
Yeah,
you're going to be here.
Right.
Oh my. So you said this is your first Horizons conference?
Yes.
Right. And were you here yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And so far, what's your impression?
Well, I wasn't expecting to go to a football game, but I did.
Oh, nice.
And that was fun. That was fun. So it's been interesting. I mean, the people here are so friendly, and everybody's willing to share, and I think that's important. Like, I've had such good experience with drone deploy and the people there. Because I am a one-man band up there, and I can't just talk to my coworker, because I don't have a coworker. I can talk to myself.
Sure.
But it for me, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. The support I've been getting from these guys have been amazing, and some of the problems I've had to work through, they've helped me through it. And when you are working on your own, that means a lot.
Sure.
And I couldn't ask for a better way to retire.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure you don't work for Drone Deploy?
I know, right?
This is like an amazing plug.
Yes, it's like the best case study they have, right?
Yes. I guess that's why we're here, though,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So what else? Anything else you want to get out there about your company or what you're excited about?
No, I'm excited about everything when it comes to some of the things that I'm doing. The new drones, I mean, you can't keep up. I mean, RTK, somebody would ask me what I thought of it 2 years ago. I always said, what is RTK? And just the precision that I seem to be getting with my drone and my base station, and some of the help I've been getting to make sure that it is working properly.
Yep.
And just co-workers, people that I knew when in highways up in Canada, along with the contractors, them being able to see stuff that they couldn't see before, and being able to make things a lot easier for them, and I've had that opportunity to do it. So I mean, it's been fantastic.
That's awesome. Really good stuff.
You were about to say the same thing.
I just spit all over you. Sorry.
It's a great way to kick off the conference here.
Definitely. David, great to meet you. And one thing I want to mention, amazing play on words. Your last name is Fischel. Name of the company is Official.
Love it.
Inclusion Consulting Limited.
That's great.
So, David, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and I'm sure we'll bump into you again.
Yes.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you. Thanks.
You bet.
Okay. Yeah. Did I do okay?
Just like that.
Perfect.
You did great.
You nailed it. Yeah. That's why we're here. You know, you know, drone deploy as well as people promote their companies. So it was perfect. Yeah, you crushed it.
Good.
Really
Well,
good.
thank you.
Did I take a picture of your name tag? Let me make sure I did. I did. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, great to meet you, David.
Yeah.